So no Hug Me Elmo this year. But by the looks of what you brought here, it's Frozen and more Frozen.
And I don't want you to think that Elmo went away, because he didn't. There's a Let's Imagine Elmo, and he's fabulous. But you're right. Frozen has become a phenomenon. It really has. And actually, this doll is by Jax. So Mattel has the 12-inch dolls. Jax does the toddler dolls. And this is the Snow Glow Elsa that everyone is talking about. She speaks different phrases.
That was fun.
And her dress lights up. And, of course, the best part of her...
As if we haven't heard the song.
So she's wonderful, and you're right. I mean, the cool tuned headphones that you talked about. I mean, there are so many great products, and everything Frozen is really being scooped up. So yes.
Are they great products, though?
They are.
Are they? Yes. So it's besides being able to do that, which other toys have been able to do? What makes them good?
Well, she's a beautiful doll. She's wearing a beautiful dress. Girls love the hair play with her. I mean, there are so many, and of course, she comes with her friend Olaf. So yes, she is a great doll to just play with.
And what about the sort of gender-crossing ability of the Frozen stuff? I mean, I don't know how many boys are going to want the doll, but maybe they'll get an Olaf or something.
They're going to like the Olaf, you're right. The girls are going to, obviously, the dolls are going to appeal much more to the girls than to the boys. But there are plenty of things out there for boys, too. I mean, the Legos are hot, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are hot. But there are plenty of things to be looking at. Collectibles, huge this year. So this is something called Shopkins. And, again, this one is appealing more to the girls, but there are collectibles for boys too, and they are collecting these little teeny collectibles. These are food.
I can't even see that thing from here.
Here you go.
That to me.
Yeah,
well,
I guess it's not for the littlest.
No, it's not for your littlest kids.
What is this thing? It looks like a soap dispenser.
Yes, it's what you find in the little supermarket, the small mart. So Series 2 is coming out. There are collectibles. They're rare ones. So these are a lot of fun, and the kids can get them with their own allowance.
Okay, you want to pass this back? the soap dispenser?
Easily lost.
So
I don't need to take it home.
Let's talk about kids and technology. So we know that kids love things that their parents have, like smartwatches.
iPads.
So it's a big deal. iPads too, but there's technology for that too. But let's talk about the two smartwatches that are out for kids. So this one is our Leap Band. So this is from Leapfrog, and kids are actually doing activities, earning points. They have to move, they have to run, they have to jump, they have to follow the instructions so that they can earn points to play games.
Oh, that depresses me. That they're not just running around on their own, that they need a watch to tell them to run around.
Well, it's not that they're not running around on their own, they are. But it's fun for them. Because just like we're monitoring ourselves, kids want to be able to do the same thing. From VTech, we have our Kitty Zoom. This watch actually has a camera. It has
I'm going to come over
camera.
here.
We have a clock face on it. Yep. We have digital and analog clocks. And, of course, on both watches, we have games. But technology is big for the kids.
Laurie, I have the impression, and correct me if I'm wrong here, that there isn't a must-have toy this year the way there has been in years past.
No. Frozen.
Well, outside of Frozen this.
But you still have great toys. There are, you know, it's in between. You want to have that must-have toy because it really drives traffic to the toy.
The stuff that gets sold out.
Yes.
If it's huge on my wrist as an adult, I can only imagine how huge this thing is on it.
You can make this smaller. Well, yeah, you look how much smaller you can make it.
Yeah, I guess I just mean the screen itself. But
who needs an Apple Watch when?
Right. I mean, in terms of must-haves as well, though, I mean, how many parents do you find are just giving their kids the technology that's made for adults? How many kids, little kids, are getting iPads?
iPad minis,
You're right. I don't get it. As a mom, I would give my kids tablets that are made for them, smartwatches that are made for them with content for them. I mean, there are so many great tablets that are safe for children, that have content for kids, and that are engaging. Much, much better than handing over your $400 or $500 tablet.
What about the toy makers themselves? You mentioned that this doll here is from a company called Jax that very few people have probably heard of. But the biggies, Mattel and Hasbro, who's doing a better job at catering to the kids' desires?
They both are. You're talking about two of the biggest toy manufacturers out there. And they are
investors don't think so. Mattel's getting killed this year.
Well, toy sales overall have not been climbing that rapidly over the past few years.
Over the past decade, it hasn't. It's been a $22 billion industry now for the past decade. So, you know, we're hoping that this year is the year we're going to see a nice bump. The economy's better. Gas prices are down. And you have
Elsa, stuff.
Right, and Elsa and her sister Anna. But and Hasbro, yes, Hasbro is delivering some amazing things this year. In fact, this Da Vinci is a Hasbro item. They know that kids are into the whole maker movement. Mattel does too. You know, part of the problem with Mattel, of course, is that Barbie got a got a bit of a decline this year, but she is still a billion-dollar brand. I mean,
have we seen peak Barbie?
Barbie has peaked. She's, you know, she's slowing down now. Will she peak again? There's certainly a good chance. She's iconic. She's part of the American fabric. So she's not going anywhere. But, you know, something like this comes along, it's going to knock her off her throne for a little while.
Yeah, and you wonder about, they have that new Lamely doll, which is supposed to be more sort of real-life conscious, looks more like a real woman or girl.
Okay.
But I don't think they've been selling that many. We'll see.
We'll see.
Laurie,